Yep.
Okay.
Welcome to the 17th meeting of the year. Today is December 15th, 2025. Alyssa, can you please read the publication?
In compliance with Chapter 231, Public Law of 1975, notice of this meeting to be held at the Criminal Justice Building, 61 Main Street, South River, has been published in the Home News Tribune on January 5th, 2025, posted on the Municipal Building Bulletin Board, the Borough website, and the front door of the Criminal Justice Building at 61 Main Street, South River.
Roll call.
Mayor Gindi?
Here.
Councilwoman Ballas?
Here.
Councilman DeSantis?
Here.
Councilman DeZamian's not here. Councilman Janikopoulos?
Here.
Councilman Gerczynski?
Here.
Council President Siula?
Here.
Please stay and stand for a salute to the flag. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay standing for a moment of silence. You may be seated. We're going to go into the agenda sessions. Bond anticipation notes. Joe?
Thank you, Mayor. The borough had an annual band sale. We had 5 bidders, received an interest rate of 2.75, which is very, very good. Interest rate was 4%, and then they gave us back a premium of $161,000, so the net rate ended up being 2.5%. That was good. 5 bidders, which is a lot of bidders too. So,
All right, thank you. Andrea, there's 3 for second reading, if you could.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have 2025-29. 2025-29 is a financial agreement with 25 Main Street, South River, Urban Renewal LLC. 2025-30, that's amending the Borough Code to amend 262 rental properties. It revamps your rental property registration. And 2025-31, that's the fees associated with the rental property registration.
All right, thank you. Alyssa, can you please read 2025-29?
Ordinance 2025-29, an ordinance of the Borough of South River, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, adopting the financial agreement under NJSA 40A:20-1 et sec, and authorizing tax exemption and payment in lieu of taxes with 25 Main Street, South River, Urban Renewal LLC.
Motion to waive the full reading.
Second.
Motion by Council President Seola, seconded by Councilwoman Ballas.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to open this to the public. 5 minutes. State your name and address. First call. Second call. Oh, no, hold on. No, that's for something else.
Motion to close.
Second.
Motion by Council President Seola, seconded by Councilman Krasinski.
All in favor?
Aye.
Council discussion. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilwoman Ballas,
Second.
second by Councilman Giannakopoulos.
Councilwoman Ballas? Councilman DeSantis?
Yes.
Councilman Janikopoulos?
Yes.
Councilman Gerczynski?
Yes.
Council President Siula?
Yes.
Alyssa, 2025-30.
Ordinance 2025-30, an ordinance of the Borough of South River, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending the Borough Code of the Borough of South River so as to amend Chapter 262 entitled Rental Properties.
Make a motion to waive the full reading.
Second.
Motion by Council President Seola, seconded by Councilwoman Ballas.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd like to open this to the public. 5 minutes. Say your name. First call. Second call.
Motion to close?
Motion by Councilman Krasinski,
Second.
second by Council President Seola.
All in favor?
Aye.
Council discussion. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Councilwoman Ballas,
Second.
second by Council President Seola.
Councilwoman Ballas? Councilman DeSantis?
Yes.
Councilman Janikopoulos?
Yes.
Councilman Gerczynski?
Yes.
Council President Siula?
Yes.
Alyssa, 2025-31.
Ordinance 2025-31, an ordinance of the Borough of South River, County of Middlesex, State of New Jersey, amending and supplementing Chapter 155 of the Borough Code entitled Fees.
Motion to waive the full reading.
Second.
Motion by Council President Seola, second by Councilwoman Ballas.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'd like to open this to the public. 5 minutes. State your name. First call. Second call.
Motion to close.
Motion by Council
Second.
President Seola, second by Councilman DeSantis.
All in favor?
Aye.
Council discussion. Do I have a motion? Motion by Councilwoman Ballas,
Second.
second by Councilman Krasinski.
Councilwoman Ballas? Councilman DeSantis?
Yes.
Councilman Janikopoulos?
Yes.
Councilman Gerczynski?
Yes.
Council President Siula?
Yes.
We're going to go into reports. Justin, CMA.
Thank you, Mayor. Brief update on all the capital projects going on in the borough. For the 2023 and 2024 local aid program, the contractor has completed our office's punch list. We received a minor punch list from the DOT that the contractor will need to address, then we can begin project closeout. For the 2023 local transportation project grant, our office submitted a limit modification form to the DOT. The DOT requested additional information, which our office provided this week. The 2025 local aid program, this is for Apprentice Avenue from Willett Avenue to Sheldon Avenue, Tice Avenue from Old Bridge Turnpike to David Street, Cleveland Avenue from Virginia to its end. The project design has been completed. We're just doing a quality check right now, and we expect to submit that to the DOT by the end of this week. The 2025 electrical substation maintenance program project was approved for award in the amount of $131,540 to RISA Service. The contracts were signed and submitted to the borough. The stormwater assistance grant application, our survey department finished their work for this current phase of the program. And then for the 2026 local aid program, the borough received $582,753, and that's for improvements to Mercer Street from Willett Avenue to Johnson Place, Lyon Street from Sunset Street to Fransden Avenue, and Mitchell Avenue from Old Bridge Turnpike to Garden Street. We submitted a proposal to prepare the design work. That's all.
Thank you. Council, anything for CMA? Joe, CFO?
On the agenda, you have a couple resolutions that are done annually at this meeting. One is canceling balances less than $10. Another one is canceling stale dated checks. Another one is a resolution for purchases made through state contract and emergency repairs. And then lastly, we have a resolution to purchase and install all-inclusive playground equipment at Volunteers Park. This is for that $750,000 grant we got for the Green Acres program.
All right.
Hopefully that gets started, hopefully in the spring it gets started.
Good, thank you. Council, anything for Joe? Age, DPW?
Thursday, May 5th, and also the 1st, New Year's Day. Those start to be down Friday, the 26th, and January the 2nd.
Council, anything for Age?
I would just like to add, obviously, we had a heavy snow over the weekend, and those cold temperatures make the cleanup a little bit more difficult. Anything that falls on the roads or is left on the roads freezes. And I drove through South River, then East Brunswick, and I feel like our roads were better than theirs. So that's my assessment of
That's a definite.
a good job. So thank you.
Anybody else? Good. Andrea?
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
Alyssa?
Nothing tonight.
Art?
Yeah, Mayor, the only thing I have is on Resolution 333. I sent the council all a memo that the CFO and myself looked over the power costs for through November and came to the same decision that I'm recommending no annual increase in the electric rates for next year.
Great to hear that.
Awesome.
Thank the battery project.
Mm-hmm.
Council, anything for Art?
Just to add to that, based on the latest data from the EIA, which is the Statistical Department of Energy, the New Jersey average rate is 23.39 cents per kilowatt. South River is at 19.7. So we're now 16% lower than the state average. So kudos to Art, Joe, and the projects that we've done to keep our electric lower. It's a big deal in South River to have low electric. A lot of, contrary to what you hear in certain instances where people don't really understand the numbers, they just say what they think and they don't know the facts. So we have officially lower than the state average electric, so good job.
Thank you. Councilman Krasinski.
Thank you, Mayor. Have nothing to report on the Office of Aging. Everything is pretty much done for the year. That's pretty much it. Thank you, Mayor.
Councilwoman Ballas.
Okay, the VFW Post 1451 is having a blood drive this Friday at 31 Reach Street from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. If you would like to register to donate, you can call the Red Cross at 1-800-733-2767. And my last library notice report will be this. Santa Claus is going to be there on Thursday, December 18th at 6:30 p.m. There's no need to register, just bring your kids and say hi to Santa. And the library is going to be closed on Wednesday, December 24th and Thursday, December 25th. And always go to the library website for any upcoming events. They do a lot of things for towns, for kids, adults, for seniors. Don't miss out on all their programs. And that's it.
Thank you. Councilman DeSantis.
Yes, on the Board of Ed. Recently, I had some residents ask me about the start time for the crossing guards and expressing that 7:45 was a little bit too late based on some of the school times that may have changed this year. So I worked with Chief to work with his safety officer, and they moved that start time back 15 minutes to 7:30 a.m. So they moved their whole window of time to start 15 minutes earlier. We do feel that this will be an effective change. We're going to continue to monitor it, but we do think it'll add safety to our schools and, of course, most importantly, our children. There actually is a Board of Ed meeting currently right now as we speak, so obviously I can't inform you of that one, but the next one is January 5th at 5:15, and that is their reorg meeting. From the Recreation Advisory Board, our competition cheer teams this past weekend went to Philadelphia, and the 10U team took second place, and the 14U team took first place. And these are major competitions with teams from all over the area, so we're very proud of the girls and the coaches for representing our borough so well. Wrestling season has begun. For those of you that may not know, I've been the head coach of the rec wrestling program for the last 12 years, and I'm proud to report that we have our largest number of enrollment in my term there. We have 42 kids, which is a lot, and a lot of little guys and girls, and it's fun to see. And we're also going to have some home matches this year. So I'll be reporting when we're going to have some home matches in the high school gym, which is great to get some of the town out to see wrestling, which has a long history in our town. Basketball registration is still open for the fundamentals, kindergarten through second grade, and you can register on the website. And lastly, registration is also open for the adult yoga, which will start on January 6th and is held on Tuesdays from 6:30 to 7:30. You can visit the Borough website for more details and to register, www.southriverNJ.org. Click Departments, then Parks and Recreation, and you'll see a link to enroll. And if you have any issues online or prefer, you can call the office at 732-254-4412. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Junior Copplas.
Yes, Mayor. I have, the end of the year is coming up, and the town has a lot of organizations and committees. And in January, we get together and we review people that want to be appointed to these committees. And there's openings on there. There's environmental, there's shade tree, there's the health department, there's food bank, library, the economic development committee. All those committees have open positions. And if you want to get involved in your town and make the town better, they're out there. Let any one of us know. Go down to the borough. They'll let you know how to inform us, and we can appoint you to one of these committees because we're always looking for volunteers to make your town better. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Council President Seola.
Thank you. EDC, they're finished for the year. They'll be starting up their meetings again come January. And just to reiterate, guys did a fantastic job on the streets, the plowing, the sanding, and as always, all the departments, electric, water, everybody, sanitation, they always do, they go above and beyond. I see a lot of stuff since I've been retired and around during the day, and the guys go above and beyond to take care of the residents of this town. So again, please tell them thank you very much and continue doing a great job. That's it.
Thank you. I'll hold my comments. I am now opening it to the public. Yeah,
Up to the
come up here.
microphone. Yep.
You get 5 minutes. Just state your name and the address, please.
Harry Bass, 9 Leonardine Avenue. My street has turned into a racetrack. I'm here representing the top of Leonardine. The street has been repaved, I guess a year and a half ago. Prior to that, they had a slow 25 in front of my house. That has not been replaced. I did request stop signs for Garden Street. I called Director of Public Safety. I believe her name was Daniela.
Yeah.
She told me that the state of New Jersey does a study. They did a study. They put stop signs down on Sunset, and what that did was create a racetrack. Let me explain. They come off the Old Bridge Turnpike and they fly to get to that stop sign. then take their foot off the brake and coast down Leonard Eden. Hence, the other way, they come up, stop at Sunset, and they fly to get the Open Turnpike. We're caught in a crossfire, and they're flying. We're tired of getting our mirrors ripped off. Just, I sit in front of my house, and like, I'm 3 doors away from Open Turnpike, and they're doing like 65 in front of my house. I do one of these, so gee, I hope they stop. We are requesting stop signs be put on Garden Street, if that's at all possible.
Okay.
Because they have in their heads that they don't have to stop those, so they are flying. Hence, Cam Avenue, when they come off Cam Avenue, Open Turnpike to Cam Avenue, there's a stop sign on James.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
There's a 4-way stop there. Then you go down a little bit more to David, there's stop signs there
Right.
also.
Right.
We're pretty much asking for the same result.
All right, I'll speak to the PD tomorrow, and I'll reach out to you, let you know what happens. Thank you. Anyone else from the public?
Good evening. My name is Yogesh Patel, Yogesh, last name Patel, Patel. I live at 145 Monticello Way. First and foremost, Mayor and council members, thank you so much for the opportunity to be able to speak to you. I just wanted to mention one of the resolutions that I believe that was passed sometime in August about the need for redevelopment for the Woji Way parcel. That's,
Wasn't passed.
I'm sorry?
It was not passed.
It was, I believe, I agree, it was not passed. I think it was just a resolution for the planning board to be able to assess the
Correct.
ability to be able to,
Okay.
if that area can be designated as a need
Okay.
of development. So I understand we're still early on the process, we're not
Right.
there yet. I had gone to the planning board last week, but due to some issues with, I believe, the notification, they've delayed it to the upcoming one in January, whenever
Correct.
the next meeting is. Nonetheless, it was advised during that time, because I believe the township planner had mentioned that the initial call for this area to be studied was done by the council. Naturally, at that time, since we didn't discuss it, they mentioned if there was any questions, can be brought to the council. Again, totally understand, no resolution, nothing has been stamped that we're going forward with this. Nonetheless, I just wanted to simply share some of my sentiments regarding the potential of something to occur there. As we know, I think that area has been designated as a PR zone. And so property owners such as myself or those in that neighborhood purchased our respective properties with the mindset that that area would be preserved, whether it was eventually going to be a park, recreation zone, open space, or conservation. And so simply my ask is that whether it goes through, the process goes forward in the planning board and it comes back to the council to make that ultimate decision, whether to do an analysis and a study of what proposal can be done on that parcel, just to be able to share with the community perhaps what was the reason for designating those areas as a need or a potential to have that area as a study for a need of redevelopment. And simply, if there's any developers who may have come to presented any potential ideas for that property, if anything of that nature was ever presented, I understand today might not be the forum since that was not discussed in today's meeting, but if in future iterations, whether that could be shared with residents so that we might know what was the impetus for the council to potentially assess or have this land studied for a potential of need for redevelopment.
All right, so when we allocate or we're looking at a redevelopment, any part in South River, that's the first stage.
Yep.
Once it gets allocated for, if it does, if it doesn't, whatever it may be. Next stage is if any developers want to come to us and say, hey, we're interested in this piece of property, at that point, we now could say, okay, this is what we're looking to do. Right now, there's nothing there. There's
Got it.
nothing that's allocated, there's nothing, we're just putting out a study just for this piece of property. That's all
Okay.
we're doing.
All right.
But we'll keep you'll be well informed, especially the whole neighborhood.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
I appreciate
your
it.
time.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else from the public? Oh, my favorite guy.
Evening, Barry Brill, Monticello Way. It's about the closure of Collins Drive to Monticello. Sorry I missed last week's, but personal and up. But a little bit appalled about the whole thing. Two meetings ago, you know, I usually count how many people count about safety here, and it wasn't mentioned once. But, you know, it's safety having this thing reopen, because someone could die. And Mayor, I'm getting tired of getting the runaround. You haven't told me a real answer. You told me you're worried about the person going the wrong way and hitting that one person. I understand that. But you're not getting rid of the bad drivers. So you're just moving them from one side of the town to the other side. You didn't talk about the safety of the 3,000 plus children there. I worry about them too. I would like to see the bad drivers get out of there, taken out. You, madam, you made a statement. How would you feel if someone died?
Who said that?
You,
When?
two meetings ago. Yes, you did. Put it down.
I don't remember.
Just go with it.
Well, I mean, yeah, how would you feel? In fact, all of you, how would someone feel? I mean, someone die. You're a first responder. I mean, I don't know how you got the chief of police or the fire company. You didn't ask the right questions. If I asked the right questions, if you're on Collins Drive and you had to get to Monticello or Lark, Redrick, Veterans Place, you have to waste 2 more minutes to get to these places. Or vice versa. If you're in the DPW yard, police are out there. If they wanted to get to Collins Drive, they would have to spend another minute going around. That may be somebody's life. Time is money. Time is life. And if you wish the police, your fire commissioner, I would have questioned them right now. I mean, you're a first responder. How do you think? How would you feel if someone died? I mean, what was the response of it?
I would entertain it right now, but we've had multiple meetings over this. I've shown you videos over this. I've explained it over and over again. So at this point, no, hear me out. At this point, I'm just here to listen to you along with the rest of the council and rest of South River. So just, I'm giving you 5 minutes to talk, whatever you like to do.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you showed me video of it, people going the wrong way. You know, I could show you videos of, I'll take videos of on any of the streets there, Whitehead or anything like that, and you'll find people. You take a look at Main Street. I mean, it's a drag race coming off the bridge over there all the time. I go up there and do 35 miles an hour, and people are passing you, you know, within less than a half a second. That means they're doing at least 20 miles faster than you are. So, I mean, there's all kinds of areas. But then there's also another thing that I just looked at. If you look at a map, if you lose Whitehead between Cam and Wolger, and you lose Constitution Avenue, how are you going to get to Monticello? How are you going to get to Lark, Veterans Place? You have to go through East Brunswick. That was the third way to get there. You closed it down. You care about safety at all with that.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it. See you in January. Thank you, sir.
Probably will.
Anybody else from the public? Going once, going twice.
Motion to close public?
Hold on.
He put his hand up.
Not as quick as I used to be.
You're still good.
Good evening, Joe Donato from 30 Daly Street. I just want, it's going to be civil tonight. I'd like to thank Councilwoman Ballas and Councilman Cielo. I'm terrible. I'm lucky I can
Hey, you
pronounce
said
my
mine
own
right.
name.
That was amazing right there.
For their time and service. I know it's not an easy thing to be a voted-in civil servant, and it's not easy to be a civil servant. I know that for a fact. And I just want to thank you for all your efforts, regardless of maybe we disagree on things.
Oh,
but that's-
congratulations to you also.
Thank you. But good luck.
You too.
I'm sure I'll
yes.
see
You
you
too.
guys from time to time.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. Oh, and about the speeding, speeding all over the town. We all know that. I live on Daly Street. My short span of Daly Street, we got a stop street at Virginia, and you've got bumps and everything, you know, with the crossing of the streets, and it makes no difference. They fly down that street whenever they can. And there's been accidents all over the place, here and there. I don't know how you get people to start doing the speed limit or less, and it's a difficult thing. I agree with when people say they want to make sure that things are safe. The only three things I worry about for safety of the public is the fire department, the police department, and the rescue squad in order to get emergency vehicles. As far as, in my mind, as far as the traveling public, if it takes me 2 minutes more to get from one side to the other, that's 2 minutes. It's not a life-threatening thing. So perhaps something with that taken into consideration may come to a happy conclusion with that site. I've got a lot of questions about it myself, and I'm sure we'll be discussing that from time to time when we get. I'd like to see it get straightened out so that's over and done with, and we go on to other things that really need to be done. Again, happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and enjoy the holidays.
Thank you.
And I will see you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Jim Hutchison, 38 Virginia Street. Just to tag along with every other speaker from tonight as far as the speeding is concerned. Again, just as a refresher, I lived at 38 Virginia Street 3 years ago. This past October is where the woman was killed at that intersection because of a kid not stopping at a stop sign, plowing into her, and on a Saturday night, she lost her life going to work. Virginia Street now has the four-way stops. We still have a lot of speeding. People still fly through on Virginia Street. They still fly through on Darrow Street. And again, this is a problem throughout the entire borough. And I think if we had police officers at every intersection where we have stop signs, we could be writing tickets all day long. So it's not just Leonardine. It's not just issues on Collin. It's not just on Daly. It's South River. We just have people that do not pay attention to the 25-mile-an-hour speed limit throughout town, except on OBT and on River Road. And then when we have a tragedy like we had at my property, for a short period of time, people pay attention. Now, they just fly through. It's unfortunate. I wish we could do something about it, but it's an inherent problem right now, and I don't think South River is the only town that has that issue. Ordinances. I've brought this up in the past, and Andrea, I appreciate you just having a brief discussion of what the ordinances were. I think we need to have a little bit further explanation, like layman's terms. What is this ordinance actually doing? What are we conducting business on, in layman's terms, so that everybody who's either here, watching it on YouTube, whatever, understands what each ordinance is actually doing. Because again, we waive the full reading, which I totally understand, but the body of that, what's actually happening, what are we doing here? I think I'd like to see that with a little bit more of an explanation. One thing that I'd like to submit a request for in 2026 is that we have more meetings. These once-a-month meetings, I don't think it's enough for the public. I know just stepping aside and saying, as a member of the Office on Aging, there's times where there's bills, and they have to be paid to the vendors. And sometimes everything is rushed to get it in prior to a meeting because you don't want to wait one more meeting because we're only meeting once a month. Plus, it doesn't give the public an opportunity to provide any questions, answers, things of that nature. I think meetings twice a month, in my opinion, would be better for 2026 and going forward. That's just my opinion. I know what it was like when I sat up there. You don't have to cram everything for one meeting. It spreads it out, gives an opportunity for more information to be exchanged in a quicker format. Snow cleanup. DPW, great job. there's no doubt South River has the best people working there in DPW, whether it's water, whether it's electric. Everybody does a great job, and when you drive around, you see the results of the people that care, and they care, and we're extremely fortunate to have the people and the dedication there. They do a fabulous job. So again, Dage, congratulate them. They've done a fabulous job. Election results. I want to congratulate Sandra Da Silva and Joe Donato on their success in the election. And I also want to congratulate Christian Alito and Anita Chata. It's not easy to come forward and put your name out there. You catch a lot of flack. You have to do a lot of things. It's time spent. So congratulations. And again, Sandra and Joe, congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you sworn in on January 1st and being a major contributor as part of the borough. And finally, congratulations and thank you to Council President Ciula and Councilwoman Ballast. You guys have done a fabulous job. You're just, former mayor and former council president, then council president. Great job, guys. Congratulations. Thank you for your service. Really appreciate everything. And from the Hutchison family, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Anyone else from the public? First call, second call.
Motion to close public?
Motion by Council President Seola, second by Councilwoman Ballas.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Alyssa, can you please read consent resolutions 2025-332 to 349, please?
Whereas Resolution 2025-01 authorizes the Borough Council to utilize a consent agenda to adopt various resolutions of a routine and non-controversial nature at one time. Now therefore be it is hereby resolved that the below listed resolutions are hereby adopted by the Borough Council in whole, as if the same were individually acted upon. Consent resolutions 2025-332 to 2025-349. 332, authorizing the requisition of funds for payment to the custodian of the school monies. 333, authorizing no annual power cost adjustments for 2026. 334, authorizing the cancellation of all balances less than $10. 335, authorized 2026 Public Health Services Interlocal Agreement. 336, authorizing the purchase of rock salt. 337, cancellation of outdated stale items. 338, resolution authorizing the carryover buyback. 339, authorizing the purchase and installation of an inclusive playground at Volunteer Memorial Park. 340, authorizing purchases through state contracts. 341, authorizing the continuation of a grant program for free swimming lessons. 342, authorizing the execution of an agreement with Raritan Valley YMCA. 343, appointment of Gideon Diaz as firefighter to the South River Fire Department. 344, authorize certain utility refunds. 345, transfer of year 2025 budget appropriations. 346, authorizing permanent status to police officer to Michael Mannery. 347, authorizing an agreement with the South River Rescue Squad. 348, accept November 10, 2025 regular and executive session minutes. 349, authorize the bills and claims list.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Ballas, second by Council President Seola.
Councilwoman Ballas?
Yes.
Councilman DeSantis?
Yes, with an abstain from number 348, and on 349, abstain from number 25-03274.
Councilman Janikopoulos?
Yes.
Councilman Gertenski?
Yes.
Council President Siula?
Yes, with the abstention from 349 in its entirety.
All right. Councilman Janikopoulos.
I have nothing to think. Just a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and Merry Christmas to everyone in South River.
Councilman DeSantis.
Yes, so obviously everyone's already taken their time to thank Donna and Tony, but I just want to personally thank you for taking me under your wing and offering to help me through the process, being up here new and not really knowing what's going on. You guys offered a hand, and I know how much you care about the town, but for me personally, I felt like I always had people who cared about me and the borough, and I just want to thank you for that.
Councilman Krasinski.
Thank you, Mayor. First off, I'd like to thank all of our public service workers, our police especially our DPW, Robert Wood Johnson, and our firefighters for all they do to serve our township. Don and Tony, good luck. It's been great working with you guys. And also, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, and anybody else that I missed. With that, thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. I'm going to skip these two.
Right away. It's already.
Let me get my comments out. First of all, talking about Monticello Way, there was a correction in the response time by the fire department after listening to the actual firefighters' dispatch. The timing was a little off. So I just wanted to put that out there. I want to thank the Parks and Rec, beautiful Christmas tree lighting the other day. They did a really, really good job over it. The Department of Public Works, the Police Department, you did a phenomenal job with removing cars off the road, snow plowing, keeping the roads clean and safe. DPW, I know that this is happening all over the place, and this is a lot of complaints, and Mr. Donato, you're going to experience it along with Mrs. De Silva, and that is that brown water, anything to do with disrupting the lines, you're going to get brown water, especially when it comes down to a water main. And now the water is freezing, so you're going to have more of it happening throughout the town. I do this every year, the year end that we have done in one whole entire year. I have to thank this administration along with our professionals for making this all happen. This year alone, we replaced 13 different roads, Leonardine to Barrel, Darrell, Daly, and John, Alborn Street, Franklin Street, Oshesky, Prentice, Tice, and Cleveland Avenue, Mercer Street, Lyons Street, and Mitchell Street. This is just showing you that every year, roads are getting done. And we're not going to stop until all roads get done. And it's not going to be an easy task because everybody has a demand on their roads. But believe me when I tell you, we're going to follow through. Park improvements. Well, turf field was installed at Gurkowski Park, the baseball field. Other improvements to Gurkowski Park was the gazebo, cameras, bathroom upgrades. Not only that, but we received grants to cover some of that, $554,000 and an additional $79,000, giving us $633,000 just for Gurkowski Park. Other improvements, such as Volunteers Park, included a brand new playground, cameras, and that came with a grant, which was about $750,000. Improvements to Varga Park included a new pickleball court, grants came with that one, $200,000, an additional $89,000, giving us $289,000 just on parks alone. And I have to thank Joe, along with Dawn, for the amazing work that we did on grants and how we applied for them. Building improvements. We upgraded the dispatch area. Various buildings had their roofs repaired, and the salt shed, we had a brand new installed. Purchase of various department vehicles, long awaited, along with equipment. I'm sure DPW is doing well. Water, sewer, and accomplishments. The borough continues to upgrade so many infrastructures. Now, you're going to say, well, we didn't really break ground yet on the lines, which is true, but we did go after a lot of pipes, meters, and a water treatment plant, along with the water tank and pump stations. This year, we received $1 million towards the water improvements. And believe me when I tell you, we're working, Joe and I, through a lot of other grants for replacing all the water lines in this town. Yes, there is a plan, and you'll be at liberty to see it soon. The borough applied for an iBank, which that's one of our grant that we applied for. Electrical accomplishments. First battery project was not only 100% functional, but we saved right around $900,000 annually. Nice work, South River, considering that everybody else's electricity rates went up, and we did not. And here we are repeating history for the third year in a row next year, and you will be both part of it. Second battery project is now underway. It's going to be operational in 2026 and anticipated to increase savings up into 2027 budget year. Most of the utilities, PSE&G, GCP&L, increasing rates were significantly, and it's going to keep on going up. Like I said, now we're working on to 2027, and we are continuing to upgrade our electrical substation. Yes, if anybody needs a round of applause, it's this administration along with the professionals of this town. We have done a lot of work. To all these people that sits up here. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, have a happy and healthy new year, and comes the part that's gonna hurt me a little bit.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. We didn't do it, we swear.
I swear, I didn't do it.
Take that gavel.
First, I'm gonna start with Donna.
Okay, can you say that women, no, you want me to,
Women
am I
first.
coming up there?
Yeah, you're gonna come up. You're gonna say a little speech of this.
I don't have a little speech.
Donna Ballas. Mayor, councilwoman, at times councilman.
Yeah, I know.
And she has done a lot for this town and continues to do a lot for our town. Even when she's sitting at home, she's calling me and nagging me about certain things that's coming up. Yeah, we get it done. Half of the borough, South River. But an appreciation and recognition of the services to the Borough South River as a member of the Borough Council 2020 to 2025.
Now we can say,
Yeah.
thank you, thank all of you, all of you. I just,
Yeah.
you'll see me. I want to be on the city, don't want to be
I will,
not
I'll
go
make sure
away.
you're on the committee.
And my family and friends, thank you. Hanukkah, Merry Christmas. I really don't have to get up on the first day anymore now.
Yeah.
You have to get up. You have to get up. Good luck to both of you. Thank you. Go to that.
Throw the gavel at him. Should we sneak past you here?
No. Go for it.
I don't know where I'm gonna start with this one. Tony Ciola, longtime neighbor, watched me from 5 years old, got me involved with all this, and here I am today, standing before you, not only thanking you for what you have taken me, but what you have done for this whole entire town. Fire department, numerous boards, and for that matter, as a council president and councilman, really good best friend, and a big brother to me.
Oh, nice.
Tony, an appreciation to the recognition for your services. Borough South River, as a member of the Borough South River 2020. Thank you for everything you have done.
I want to thank all the residents for all the support over the years. I want to congratulate and luck. And to the residents, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and a happy and healthy, safe New Year. Thank you.
Last and final, I want to thank, and I also want to congratulate Councilman-elect Joe Donato and Councilwoman-elect Sandra De Silva. We have a lot of work ahead of us. I'm looking forward to it. With that said,
Oh, can we adjourn for the last time?
go ahead.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Councilwoman Ballas, second by Council President Ciola.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you. I will let you know, I'll know by next, no, that's the reorg.
That's the reorg.
That's the reorg.